and let's take a look at this. I think that's just awesome. Okay, that excites me immediately. Even as you watch me now on the screen, I'm careful because I'm positioning myself in quite a good spot. But you can see how this already starts to look quite interesting, doesn't it? I could do with the volunteer. Is there anyone who's willing to control the camera? Yes. I thought you were quiet. Like, cinema lens. Thank you, sir. All right, cool. We have a volunteer to control the camera because Jordan, as a member of my team, I'm surprising him because I'm going to ask you to come onto the stage. Yes. Perfect. So, he's just getting a little bit of instruction. He's using a C300 with a cinema lens with a manual aperture. Awesome, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We just couldn't afford the staff, that's what it was. Now, Jordan. I like Jordan because he's got really angular features. Some people say he looks like a movie star called, what's his name? You don't know? All right, cool. All right, I'm going to get Jordan to stand here. And I am going to have a little bit of a play with the angle of the light. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And in fact, Jordan, let's change to a tighter lens. In the meantime, can we change to a tighter lens? What are we on at the moment, at 50? Change it to an 85. Okay, we're going to clip this back on. So this Ruby Light is magnetic. We're not taping it, which is why it's just come down off the hook. Phil, let's just hook that back over the little eyelet at the top. The great thing about this light is if you were in an environment where you had metal around, you could just clip this straight on. Awesome, thank you. We're going to clip this. That is the 85. 135 is very, very tight. All right, let's stay on the 85. Yes, you told me it was the 50, so I believed you. All right. What we're going to now start to try and do is see if we can start to create drama and shape. The thing to remember with lighting is about shadow. The mistake a lot of people thinking is that light is just about light. It's not, it's about light and shadow. Whenever you look at a 3D object, what is it that you're doing? It's light, shadow, light. And it's important that we control all elements and that we're not afraid of it. Perfect. So I'm going to stand you just in here. Okay, beautiful. Jordan's from Bulgaria, so please do not be offended if I automatically go into a Bulgarian accent. It's just what we do in the office. And even though I'm here on stage, I will still make the same mistake. Do not be offended. All right, so Jordan, that looks pretty cool already. Turn sideways for me. Nice, that's cool. And then now this, okay, there's another example, right? This is shooting on the broad side. So if you were to just look straight, we have two sides that we can shoot with light, or shoot towards a subject. At the moment, the light is hitting Jordan's side of his face. Right. It's hitting the side of Jordan's face here, right? Which works nicely. But if I was to just rotate the light round over this way, he's now in shadow. The same light is hitting exactly the same subject. The only difference is I'm seeing the light on this side. It's not on this side. So you may end up finding that you have a particular style that you like. I know exactly what side I like to shoot. I prefer to shoot on the short side. There will be other photographers and filmmakers who prefer to shoot on the broad side, which is shooting with the light on the same side as the camera. It's not a wrong or a right. In fact, it often depends on the subject that you're shooting, but you may have preferences. So when I go into an environment, I tend to be looking at where the light is, and I will often shoot with the light that's slightly behind, if that makes sense. So if I face you forward, yours, perfect, and then I'm going to now move this here. The light is facing towards him. Very flattering, very good. Often, if you're shooting a beautiful lady, they may not want to have shadows. They may want it to be filled out, so you'll end up shooting with the light between the camera and the subject. But then for a dude like you, I quite like embracing the shadows. Like this, maybe I'm going to start to come here. Now this for me, this is the way I personally like to shoot. for my own personal taste. And what you'll end up doing is I go about looking at films and movies or pictures, and I have a directory on my computer of images that I've saved that I like. And then what you end up finding is when you look through 50 images or 100 images and you go like, don't like, favorite, you end up trying to work out what is the similarities between each shot. Does that make sense? And then you may just realize, actually, you know something, I really like it when there's shade and shadow on the side. So then when you start to shoot, you then end up making sure that you put the lighting in that particular spot to get what you're looking for. Often when we try and light things, the bit that we end up being afraid of is it's having a vision in our mind but not understanding how to make it happen. Or knowing that we like something but not being able to identify what it is that we actually like. But sometimes, if you don't have the work yet yourself, which many of us don't, we look through other images, collect them and work out what makes an image one that you like. Sometimes it might be to do with the color temperature, or the framing, but sometimes it's also to do with the light angles. So yours, I'm going to try and moonshot. Face frontwards for me. Right, thank you. I'm going to just drop this down. What we could also do is we could start to move and rotate the light. So I'm going to move this up here, and I'm going to move this over. Do you remember the video of the car? Did you see that, yeah? And the light was moving. The aim with video is it's often we're recording a moving subject, yes, or the camera is moving, or, if all else fails, get the light to move. Yeah? And often that can add drama to your shot. So I'm going to now go. Here we go. I want a really serious face from you. What you're giving me right now is quite neutral. I want you to dig deep within yourself. I want you to have your head very slightly down. I want you to imagine that you are the film star that some people think that you are, even as a mistake, all right? Serious face, tip the head down very slightly. Okay. Serious? Introducing your done boy champ. If we were to do that again, I would prefer you not to laugh at that. Right, here we go. Okay, let's call it. Okay, sound ready? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm ready. Camera's ready? Awesome, perfect light. Okay, here we go. Action. Introducing your done boy champ. Not bad. Okay, he's starting to get more into the zone. But can you see how adding the lighting starts to create drama? And here we're just moving the one single light. And we were moving it there between the shady side and also the broad side. So start to experiment sometimes with moving the lights within the shot as well. What else can we do? I'm going to start to add another light. Let's bring the matrix spool through as well. I'm going to move this over here. Put it in a slightly tighter space, so we can just